Here we go.
No.
He's hanging him. This is amazing.
No, this is way too far. And he's...
Yes. Yes, look at the fans.
Why is
this? Is awesome. Anybody that thought Luscious Lawrence is playing knows for sure now this is no joke. Wait, what?
Dangerous Dan came out to make the save. No. I did not see that coming.
What did it?
I can't believe this. Dangerous Dan.
What is he? No. I mean, he was just trying to murder RT3 here recently. Now he's saving his life. This is no.
Yeah, Dangerous Dan. I can't believe it either now. Came out to help RT3. This is...
Oh, my God. What a...
completely unexpected, but here we have it.
Luscious Lawrence is my hero. This is what we need.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to SOM Live. You want to be a legend? Train like a legend. School of Morton, get some. I'm Corky McCorkle, along with the loaded gun, Chad Bartlett.
That's
Chad,
right, baby.
How you doing this week?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great, except for I can't get over the fact still. It hasn't sunk into my mind that Dangerous Dan Matthews has turned his back on any good individual here at the school and went out and helped this big-headed idiot RT3 when we had him right where, I mean, Luscious Lawrence and Mirror Boy had him right where they wanted him.
Well, Dangerous Dan Matthews going to be taking on Luscious Lawrence tonight in an East Tennessee Heavyweight Championship match. That's coming up as well as the Dooley Cousins in tag team action tonight. Onslaught going to be in action, and JC Adams. I can't wait. Let's get right to it, folks. Tag team action here to open up today's episode of SOM Live. And here are the Dooleys. They're out, they're fired up, they're ready for a fight with Bruce Samuels and Charlie Brown out here. I believe this is the first teaming of Bruce Samuels and Charlie Brown III here.
I'm curious to see what these two guys have for the Dooley brothers here, or cousins, kissing cousins. I mean, they seem to have a similar style, so we could see some good stuff from them.
Bruce Samuels and Silas Dooley starting this one out. And Silas Dooley taking control with that side headlock applied to Bruce Samuels. That headlock takeover snapped him right over. Bruce Samuels fighting out of it with the head scissor, but Silas was able to easily escape and comes in with the back elbow. Now wrenches the arm of Bruce Samuels, the Ginger Ninja, and Ricky Dooley tags in. Elbow down on that arm. And Ginger Ninja raked the eyes of Ricky Dooley there. And Ricky Dooley now takes over Charlie Brown.
Those Dooleys, they are proficient at working the arm. I mean, they've got this down to a science.
Ricky Dooley was the first ever student here at School of Morton. And you can come train at the School of Morton. We're here Sundays and Tuesdays. You can get all the info on the website to train like a legend. Ooh! Back elbows in stereo, take down Charlie Brown. Lateral press from Ricky Dooley and a kick out at 2.
Charlie Brown trying to fight back. That didn't really work out for him though, did it, Corky?
Didn't do much for him, and now Ricky Dooley looks to be still in control here. Silas Dooley tagged in, and Silas Dooley comes running in with that European uppercut that must have learned that from his cousin Ricky.
Now, you see these guys in here, I'm not the biggest fan of the Dooleys, but you got to give them credit where credit is due. They are a cohesive unit.
Silas Dooley's got Charlie Brown up in a Samoan drop there.
He said he's ready to finish this right now.
Oh, could this be? Yep. They're trying to hit him with the Dooley death drop. Let's see.
Good Lord.
He's up on his shoulders and down he comes. And the Dooley cousins pick up a win here on the opening match of SOM Live. And I tell you what, it's not going to be too long
Really
before those Dooleys are going to want a shot at that tag team gold again.
These hillbillies, I mean, say what you will, they're a great tag team, but they are idiots. Absolute morons.
I'm Hoot. And I'm Punky. And you're watching SOM Live.
All right, folks. I'm standing here with the hillbilly heartthrob, Bronson Garrett. And Bronson, all right, now we're ready. Yeah, you said this is it. We're going to debut the video today. Can't wait. You want to set it up for us?
Well, I kind of changed my mind on debuting the video, and the only reason, I've been talking to some people in Nashville, they say this is the best thing to happen to country music since With My Baby Tonight debuted back in the mid-'90s, and since Tim Horner did that cover of Shameless. They say this is right above that.
Okay, well, why do you keep wasting our time? You keep coming out here asking for interview time, asking to show the video.
Speaking of asking for people, I was wondering if that pretty young lady from last week found that Roy character, but then I seen what she was talking about. They were he's a singer too, and he had messed his voice up, and they were trying to get that frog out of his throat, kind of like a one-eye.
No. They were choking him. They were trying to hang him. It was sickening. Chicken bone out of his throat.
But that's what it was, a frog. It wasn't a chicken bone, Corky. Roy was a bluegrass singer, and he was trying to do that song that the Dooleys do. He was trying to do a cover of it.
It was RT3. You know him.
RT3? What's that, like some kind of a passcode? Is that your passcode for your iPhone, Corky?
Folks, we'll be back. We want to apologize to our sponsors and everyone watching. There's no video this week either. So I'm standing here with Dangerous Dan Matthews. Dan, you got a big matchup coming up here a little bit later on in the program, a chance opportunity to regain that East Tennessee Heavyweight Championship against Luscious Lawrence. But I want to go back first and talk about what happened last week. You shocked everyone in attendance here when you actually made the save for RT3. You helped RT3 out after attacking him a few weeks ago at Winter Warfare. Why the change of heart in Dangerous Dan Matthews?
Well, spur of the moment thing, the heat of the moment just got the best of me, really, And I owe Roy an apology. I really do, because I feel bad about what happened. Freaking Devastation Incorporation comes out there and they're dragging me around by the neck with the chain and everything, and all I could really think of was I was seeing red, and I lashed out at the first thing I saw, and the first thing I saw was RT3, unfortunately. So, but, the thing about it is I come out here and I see Lawrence hanging RT3 from the ring turnbuckle over there, and it's why? Why would you do that? I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. But, a young guy like RT3, he's got all these opportunities in front of him. He doesn't need something like that to happen to him to, cut off his opportunities and take away all of that stuff that's happening good to him and everything. But see, I've got Lawrence later on in the show, don't I? I've got a little bit of Lawrence later on in the show. And see, Lawrence, I held that belt for a very long time. It's coming home, and I'm going to keep on hanging on to it for a very long time. And I will be East Tennessee Heavyweight Champion before this show's over. bank on it.
All right, well, Dangerous Dan, best of luck in your matchup later tonight against Luscious Lawrence. And I know RT3 is at home recuperating after his injuries last week. I know he's at home watching this and appreciates what he just heard from Dangerous Dan. Well, coming up later tonight, you heard it, folks, the East Tennessee Championship on the line is that man, Dangerous Dan, challenging against the champion, Luscious Lawrence. Stay tuned.
Chase Owens here, New Japan Pro Wrestling and Bullet Club star. And if your dreams are to become a future legend in this business, you have to train with a legend.
Come get you some. School of Morton.
Man here for SOM Live. I'm standing here with the champ, the BTSG, the SOM heavyweight champion. And I see you got a little new piece of jewelry.
That's right, Spaceman. You know, the thing about it is that I hear that I have been challenged to a chain match. And according to the challengers, it's their specialty. Well, I got one thing to say about that. I accept. See, at the end of the day, you have to realize what this belt around my waist symbolizes. It symbolizes that I am the best man here. So if you think for 1 second a chain or anything that you have in your arsenal can take me out, you are sadly mistaken. Sultan, I have said it once, and I will say it again. I took you out one time before, and it is nothing for me to do it a second. So go ahead and get down on your knees. Look to the north, because I know that's how you pray. And ask the gods for mercy. Because if any man back there can take this belt, I want you to come for it. I've been defending it, and I will continue to defend it until I feel like letting it go.
Well, there you have it. Business is going to pick up. Chain match for the SOM title between Devastation Incorporations, the Sultan, and the champ, the BTSG. March 2nd. At the Carver Rec Center down in Johnson City. It's Spaceman for SOM Live.
Oh, yeah. Now it's time, Corky. Now it's time for the madness, the mayhem, the Devastation Incorporation.
Here comes Onslaught. Set for singles action here against Chris Jackson. And I tell you what, this Devastation Incorporation has really been pushing the buttons of the BTSG lately.
Wait a minute. BTSG has held on to that chain. He still has it. The Sultan's, you know, I mean, that belongs to the Sultan. Okay?
Well, the Sultan, he's supposed to be rich. He can go out and buy him as many chains as he wants.
Well, that makes no difference. What it is it belongs to him. It's his property. This is ridiculous.
Here we go. Onslaught taking on Chris Jackson.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's got the young man by the throat. Whips Chris Jackson into the corner and follows it up with a huge body splash. That's a lot of weight crashing into.
Corky.
Whoa! Power bomb. Covers him with just the foot, but that's all it took.
That was amazing.
And Onslaught destroyed Chris Jackson here. No offense in from Chris Jackson. Completely decimated by the Onslaught.
If you're not impressed by the Devastation Incorporation, I mean, you're just a mindless moron. These men are
at least
monsters.
this time they decided not to attack him after the bell, as they're known to do. Folks, we want to tell you, we told you at the top of the program we'd be having an update about RT3. Now, he was taken to the hospital after Luscious Lawrence tried to hang him with that rope.
It was awesome.
Last time, well, RT3 has just regained the ability to speak. It's taken about a week.
Nobody wants to hear that.
Yeah, it is terrible. But he says now he will be back. March 2nd, he will be back in action at the Carver Rec Center. RT3 will return to action, and he's looking to get a piece of Luscious Lawrence if he can.
When he woke up, was he crying? That's all I want to know.
He was howling mad when he woke up. I tell you what.
Spaceman for SOM Live, standing here with Devastation Incorporation, ahead of the Sultans battle in a chain match with the BTSG. Now, Prince Malik, what you got to say about that?
First of all, I've got to say that you have not had the pleasure of meeting me yet, but I'm glad that you did. And my two men that are behind you, don't worry. Like I told Corky, they will not hurt you. We are friends. Because that's one thing I tried to pass on to these people. There are a lot of ignorant people. And I like to call them out on some ignorant things. But I got a little formula. It goes 1, 2, 3, all right? 1, you should have thought about what you did. 2, that's the date with my Sultan. All right? 3, if there is anything left, that is the date with Onslaught. So, with that said, you're a smart man. Tell me what you told me earlier about the stars.
Well, you know, I think that guys from Dubai, they pray to the east, right?
That is it, spaceman. I did not stream at you. I have a respect, and you show respect too.
Well, there you have it, guys. Ahead of their battle with the BTSG, the Sultan will take on BTSG for the SOM title in a change match. March 2nd, down at the Carver Rec Center in Johnson City. This is Spaceman signing out for SOM Live. You guys make sure you keep it locked.
Man, handsome Jimbo from Memphis feels good.
We all feel good.
You bet, baby. Hey, put this down. All my people, all my brothers and sisters, don't you dare miss this. March the 2nd. Write it down. It's going to be at the Rec Center, Carver Rec Center, right there in Johnson City. You know, Romeo, he calls me. Says there's 2 cats messing with him, man. 2 grapplers. One of them named Joe. One of the grapplers' name is the Gun. The other is the Boy. Well, you know, everybody knows the Latin sensation. He dances all night long, baby. And you know Boogie Woogie, man. I can dance my off.
Yes.
Now, what we're going to do, peoples, is we're going to dance on the Gun's and the Boy's head. Remember, March 2nd, Saturday. Write it down. It's at the Rec Center in Johnson City.
There's the music of the Extraordinary Gentlemen Club.
Aren't they extraordinary, Corky?
And
you gotta
there's
admit.
the manager.
They look like they got some new gear on. Look at that.
Yeah, how about
Looking
that?
good.
Yeah, matching purple tights.
See, those are real champions, Corky. These guys are absolute superstars.
Well, they've managed to hang on to those East Tennessee tag titles since Christmas night.
I mean, the brotherhood between these
won.
guys, it's beautiful.
They won those belts over controversial circumstances, I would say.
What was the controversy? What was the hatred? Why has everybody got to talk down on these guys? They're amazing.
I don't know. They pinned a couple of guys that had already Here comes Pork Chop Johnson.
Oh, my God. I had no idea that he was going to be in this match today. This guy is a freak. This really changes things.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to this one, you know.
The EGC with a true test on their hands, but they are champions, Corky. I still stand behind my boys.
I guess we're gonna have a T-shirt hanging on the ceiling through this one. He doesn't want to rip it anymore. All right. Now, Pork Chop teaming with Jason Blythe here.
Jason Blythe on the rise. I mean, he's been getting a lot better here recently.
All right, now. Here we go. Collar and elbow tie up. And Pork Chop overpowers the tag champ.
Well, Sir Derek Williams is no chump, so I mean that just tells the testament to the strength of Pork Chop Johnson.
Pork Chop Johnson, the Atomic Dog. And he's hanging on like a dog. Pork Chop takes down Sir Derek with the shoulder block. And it takes another one. 3 shoulder blocks in a row from Pork Chop. It sends Sir Derek into the arms of his partner, Brian Williams. Or Brian Jeffries, excuse me. And Derek Williams.
It seems like Sir Derek Williams claiming Pork Chop grabbed on his tights. I mean, that explains a lot.
Yeah, I didn't see that myself.
That explains a lot to me. I was wondering what was going on in there.
All right, there's a tag. Brian Jeffries in now. All right, now Pork Chop takes Brian Jeffries over with the hip toss. And Pork Chop Johnson has got this crowd going. But all he has to do is step into a room, and they are screaming his name.
Brian Jeffries said, tag in Jason Blythe.
All right, Jason Blythe now tagged in. Let's see what he can do here against the tag team champions.
Wait a minute, what are they? The EGC here
little
talking things
meeting
over
here
for a minute.
From the champs. Brian Jeffries, rake of the eye of Jason Blythe. And now clubbing away is Brian Jeffries. Choking the man on the rope. And now Judas on the outside. Well, he had to stop that quick right as the ref was turning there. And now
Jason Blythe's really getting taken to town here.
Is in control and tags in Derek Williams.
Oh my God! What?
Derek Williams looks like he's fish hooking the guy. And these fans barking out, trying to get behind the challengers here. And double back elbows take down Jason Blythe. As Pork Chop reaches out, wanting that tag back in. Chop is looking for that tag. And Brian Jeffries trying to take out Pork Chop there. Well, that's enough to cause a distraction for the ref. And Derek Williams in there, drop toe hold. Drops the belt on the back of the head of Jason Blythe.
What is it? And is it going to work? Is it?
Yeah.
Yes!
It did. A 3 count. And the champions retain.
Shining, Corky.
Pork Chop's in there to check on his partner.
The true champions, the EGC, victorious. Tell him, Judas. Tell him. That's the colonel right there, leading his team to victory, baby.
Well, we got another big title match coming up here on SOM Live. Dangerous Dan going to challenge Luscious Lawrence, the East Tennessee champion. That's going to be coming up when we return.
You know, maybe Luscious Lawrence can knock some sense back into Dangerous Dan. I just still can't believe it, Corey.
Spaceman here for SOM Live. Standing here with the EGC.
So, Mr. Color Commentator, quit being so stinking sensitive.
Well, it seems to me that your attitude is as old as your clothes.
Well, I've got an attitude because you, unlike these idiots out here in the crowd, call us cheaters. And there's never been a day in our lives we've ever cheated for about nothing.
Well, I beg to differ with that. I've seen it on several occasions. But the time is now for you guys to put your titles up against the Dooleys. March 2nd, down at the Carver Rec Center in Johnson City. What you got to say about that, Judas?
It's a piece of cake. We've dealt with these Dooleys for a long time here at School of Morton, and now it's time to just put them back in the back pocket one more time And as far as Mr. Sir Alex Monroe, we know who you are, and we're going to pull that mask off you one way or the other. Time is coming, boys and girls.
Well, there you have it, folks. The EGC will put up their titles, them tag titles, up against the Dooleys March 2nd at the Carver Rec Center down in Johnson City. Make sure that you keep it locked on SOM Live. This is Spaceman signing out. Spaceman here for SOM Live, standing with the Dooley cousins. And you guys issued a challenge to the EGC, which was accepted for March 2nd down in Johnson City at the Carver Rec.
Yeah, I'm actually a little surprised it took place. I'm surprised they actually agreed to do this. I'll tell you what, though. Enjoy your time with your belts while you got them. Because we got ourselves a secret weapon who's been on the inside. I mean, he used to be a former member of the EGC. What?
Whoa, we don't discuss that. Remember when Brittany shaved her head?
Okay, so it's fair to say everybody makes mistakes every now and then. But, speaking of, it was a mistake to challenge us in the first place. March 2nd, we're coming for you, EGC. Those belts are about to be ours.
And Al Dooley, you got something to say?
No. He does not. No. Just let's go.
Well, there you have it, y'all. March 2nd. Business going to pick up quite a bit. You got the Dooleys challenging the EGC for the tag team titles. That's it. The Carver Rec Center down in Johnson City, March 2nd. Y'all make sure that y'all tune in to Facebook Live and YouTube to catch all of these exciting SOM Live broadcasts. Spaceman signing out.
All right, here we go with the main event today on SOM Live. And it's a big one. The first title defense for the new East Tennessee champion, Luscious Lawrence.
I mean, my God, just look at this Titan. The Iron Line, the East Tennessee heavyweight champion. This man is a maniac. Maybe it's going to take this butt whipping to bring the dangerous Dan Matthews back that we all know and love.
Mirror Boy's back out here. Miraculous recovery from that black eye that he supposedly suffered.
Yeah, he's a fantastic healer. He's got Wolverine genes.
Well, one thing I do believe about that whole situation, I do believe this is an abusive relationship from Luscious Lawrence to Mirror Boy, and Mirror Boy just takes the abuse.
But how are you going to come out and say some personal stuff like that? You don't know about their friendship. You don't know what's really going on.
Come on. Luscious Lawrence treats the Mirror Boy like garbage.
Man. He's coming out here smiling, and this is not the same Dangerous Dan.
Yeah, I never would have thought I would hear such a nice reception from these crowd, these fans for Dangerous Dan Matthews.
Oh my God, this is gonna, I can't handle this. I cannot handle this. I mean, that's my hero up there, and he's fallen from grace. He's out here shaking everybody's hand.
No, he didn't want to see this RT3's career destroyed so quickly.
I sure did.
Cut short by this madness.
Look, the crowd's cheering for him. It's ridiculous.
They are chanting, "Let's go, Dan." And Dan is in control of the unique physique, Luscious Lawrence.
Well, you know, the Iron Lion's not going to sit down for anybody, so this should be interesting.
Dangerous Dan looking to put that East Tennessee gold back around his waist. And Luscious Lawrence shoves him off to the ropes, drops down. Leapfrog from Luscious Lawrence, and wasting a little time there with the gyrating of the hips.
Yeah,
he doesn't want to do that.
Now
here's
really?
another thing I never thought I would see.
Wow. I mean, I don't even know what to say right now. I mean, obviously this is incredible.
Mirror Boy likes it.
It's not Dan's thing. I mean, was he really going to try it again? What? Get him out of here. He needs to go to therapy. Dangerous Dan is honestly
in need to see a chiropractor if he can't. All right, let's see. Has he got it? All right.
Please get him out of it. Please ever stop. There we go.
Oh!
Thank you, Lawrence. Thank you.
Attack from behind. Luscious Lawrence clubbed him hard in the back of the head there.
Give him a little numbskull therapy up against that ring apron.
Luscious Lawrence now whips Dan into the corner hard. Dan down on his knees.
Put him out of his
Luscious
misery.
Lawrence
Gee.
grabs the headlock, put him in that camel clutch there.
You know, Corky, maybe if he cuts off the circulation of blood to his brain for a little while, it'll reset like a computer. We'll get the old Dangerous Dan back.
You don't see Luscious Lawrence go for a lot of submission moves, but this is a good way to wear down a big guy like Dangerous Dan. And wait a minute. What's
going on here?
Fighting out of this thing. Whoa!
Oh my God!
He's got him up. He's got Luscious Lawrence up. That was tremendous power.
Oh,
and took him right down face first into that top turnbuckle. I didn't know what he was going to do. Was he was going to drop back or forward or what?
You don't even know what to think of this guy anymore, do you, Corky? I don't. I'm at a loss.
Yeah, I don't know what to expect from Dangerous Dan Matthews anymore. Except that he's I can expect a tremendous high level of competition from Dangerous Dan anytime he gets in that ring. And power slam. And perhaps if he had not done such a nonchalant cover, Luscious Lawrence might have gotten the 3 count there.
Seems that Dan's hearing the call of the people here. He's getting back up to his feet. He's fighting back.
All right. Dangerous Dan ducks the clothesline, ducks the back elbow from Luscious Lawrence.
Oh, wow.
Flying clothesline from Dan. Takes Lawrence to the mat. And hook of the leg. 2 count only for Dangerous Dan.
Yeah, you can't
And
take
the
out
East
the Luscious
Tennessee
one with that.
Championship is on the line.
Look, here's Mirror Boy.
Mirror
There's my
Boy.
tag team partner, baby.
Luscious Lawrence rolls up Dan, handful of tights.
And that was it.
And he got it. Luscious Lawrence with a successful title defense here on SOM Live.
The East Tennessee heavyweight champion, baby. There he is. Eat it up.
Yep, East Tennessee champion Luscious Lawrence. And sooner or later, RT3 is going to be coming looking for payback on that man, Luscious Lawrence.
Is he? See how that works out for him. Hopefully a little bit worse for him than it did last time.
Well, folks, that's all for today on SOM Live. Want to remind you, March 2nd, Carver Rec Center, Johnson City. We're going to be there 7:30 bell time. The Boogie Woogie Man is going to be in action. Hall of Famer, a wrestling legend, is going to be in attendance. And then March 3rd, be back here at the School of Morton for March Mayhem. It's going to be something else, folks. And be back here next week for more SOM Live.